Plus a 7.3 magnitude earthquake, a major earthquake has hit in the area of Van. This is near Van, Turkey, which is in the southeastern part of that country. Here are some of the first pictures that we are getting in. This is classified as a major earthquake, a 7.3 magnitude. That is the number we're getting from the USGS. Now, some Turkish agencies actually putting the number at 6.6 magnitude, so still some discrepancies there between the numbers, but it's not important either way. It is a major earthquake. We are expecting aftershocks. Many of those can be just as strong or stronger at times of the actual earthquake. These are, again, some of the first pictures. This thing struck just about an hour, 20 minutes ago. It was 1:40 in the afternoon, local time there in Turkey. The most up-to-date information we do have for you puts the epicenter of this quake about a dozen or so miles from Van, Turkey. You see it on your map there. This is in a rural area where the epicenter is called Tabanli. This is close to the border of Iran, and it's some almost 800 miles away east of Istanbul. You also need to know we're starting to get our first reports. We were on the air with you here about 30 minutes ago giving you the very latest. Well, since that time, we have more we can share with you that the Turkish news agency, a Turkish news agency, is reporting there are, in fact, people who are trapped under collapsed buildings in Van. Again, that's coming to us from a Turkish news agency saying there are people trapped. Again, we'll tell you more about this area here coming up. I have Reynolds Wolf standing by. He's going to tell you more about this area. This is an earthquake-prone area. People certainly are very familiar with earthquakes, so they're used to feeling a little shaking and rattling, but this is a 7.3 magnitude earthquake, and that is a strong quake. Also, it was shallow, we're told, the epicenter. So, of course, the more shallow that an earthquake is, the potential for more damage in an area, the stronger it's going to feel to people. We also have someone for us in Istanbul today who's going to be joining me now. Andrew Finkel is with me. Andrew, first, can you tell us more about this area for people who are not familiar? You're in Istanbul, of course. That's a ways away, but still, what can you tell us about the area of Van?
Van is in the east of Turkey. It's a rural area. It's near the Iranian border. It's very different in character from Istanbul, which is a very built-up industrial area. Some of you may recall there was a very serious earthquake, again a 7.3 earthquake here in 1999. That was responsible for thousands and thousands of casualties. The sort of good news, I suppose, is that Van is a much less densely populated area, but of course at the same time it's much more difficult to get services to there, and there's a lot of sort of rural outlying villages which are more difficult to get to, TJ.
Are you hearing these reports as well? I believe it was a Turkish news agency reporting that, in fact, there are buildings that have collapsed and people are trapped right now. Comment on that. And also, do you know how far outside of the region of Van and the immediate surrounding areas, just how far away people felt this quake?
Is that, well, we do know that buildings have collapsed inside Van itself, the city of Van, but there are reports from a nearby town, Erciyes, which is where apparently there's been a call for more help where they say there are casualties. The mayor of Van at the moment is saying that there are no reported casualties, but we do have reports of casualties from towns within the region. And as for the scope of the earthquake and where it was felt, well, it was felt in an enormous area. There's a slightly much larger town called Erzurum, not all that far from Van, where the quake was felt, but it was felt in a wide area, indeed, in Iraq itself. We have reports that the tremors were felt even as far away as Iraq, which is a considerable distance away, TJ.
All right, Andrew Finkel for us there.
Yanımda hepimiz, sen bir kendi telefonundan anne gibi arasana, söyle iyidirler, düşüremiyorlar. Söyle İbrahim amcaya. Sen ver istersen.
Buradayım. Abi çektirin. Sen Gidişle baş.
Gel, çabuk da.